I am so tired, and I have been back from my travels for a week now. Literally, this time last week, I got home from being away when I was filming my High School Musical and Scream vlog. And I am just tired. I am so tired. I don't know what's happened. The traveling really must have just taken it out of me. And I've had all week essentially, and I haven't really gotten any better. And I really do want to film, but at the same time, I kind of don't. So I'm kind of rejigging some things. I'm kind of trying to make it so that I'm not force myself to do the things that I really do want to do, but I just know my mind and body is not ready for it. So I need a little bit more time to recover. So this vlog is going to be maybe a lot of lifestyle stuff, a lot of, well, I do want to read, and I have some things I want to read this week. So I do want to get some reading done as well. So I guess I'm going back to doing some like slice of life vlogs. Those were the kinds of vlogs I would do like end of 2023 and throughout 2024, where it would just be kind of a normal week in my life, I guess. It's just a little bit of a slice of my life. And so hopefully that's okay. I currently have Ash down here as well. I'm a little bit worried about my cats, I'm not going to lie. So I did leave them for a week. My friend Adam looked after them for the first half of the week, and then my mum looked after them. My cats are not really eating this week. I've been trying them with food. They've been eating little bits, and then they like throw it up. But the cats have just not been the same since I've gotten back. So I've been a little bit worried about that. And I don't really want to film any of like the bigger things that I want to do, like the bigger reading vlogs that I want to do. So yeah, this is just gonna be like really chill. I'm sure Ash and Toby will be fine. Toby's already kind of started to get back to normal. If they haven't improved by the end of this week, I will take them to the vets. I'm not really that concerned, but I am a little bit concerned. So that's also taking a lot of brain power at the minute. And I know there's people who complain about cat content and shit like that, but this vlog will probably also have a lot of cats. It'll have a lot of me talking about general life stuff, and it will have some reading, I promise. I do really want to read. We are essentially going to go with the flow. This is a go with the flow kind of vlog. And even I'm trying to get back into a routine. My sleep has been shocking. Absolutely shocking. I slept for like 10 hours when I got back, and then I couldn't get to sleep until like 5 a.m. for 2 days in a row. And then I slept from like 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. and then I couldn't get back to sleep. I've been all over the place, but the last couple of days I've been much better with sleeping. So maybe we might be getting back to normal, but I don't want to jinx it. And I did force myself to wake up yesterday at 6:30 a.m. so I could watch the F1 at 7 a.m. So that seems to have maybe worked. I got up fine today. Yeah, see, like I feel like I need to get back into a routine. And maybe doing just a really chill kind of vlog will help me with doing that. So yeah, I hope you're along for the ride. Please do give this video a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below as well. Let me know if you have any tips for getting back from a trip and trying to acclimatize your body again to your time zone and things like that. I really do want to say, oh, hello Ash. Is this where you came in? See, I'm just like, my babies, they seem fine. Like, they're not meowing or anything like that. But I'm just like, I just know they just haven't eaten enough. And Ash was sick this morning as well, weren't she, after having some food. So I'm just keeping an eye on them. I do really want to read something that I really do think I'm going to love and find fun. So I think I'm going to read Operation Bounce House at the start of this vlog. Don't know how long it'll take me to read this, but I do have a book club for this on, I believe, this Saturday. So I do have all week to read it, but I would like to read more than just this. I do have reading spins tomorrow, so I imagine I will get a lot of reading done this week. But I do think it'll be quite nice to go downstairs, sit downstairs for a bit and read. And I'm pretty sure when Ash hears me downstairs, he'll come a running and he'll want to snuggle, which I'm absolutely fine with. There's Toby as well. Toby, are you feeling better? You feeling better? You haven't been sick the last few days, and if you want to come snuggle downstairs as well, you're absolutely fine to do that, Tobu. Yes you are. Yes you are. We have some major catching up to do, but before we do, I thought let's review some of Operation Bounce House by Matt Dinniman. So I am 250 pages in, and I don't love it, which is really bumming me out, considering how much I love Dungeon Crawler Call by the same author. I am genuinely gutted that I'm not I mean, it's fine. Like, so far, it's been pretty fine. I read, yeah, 250 pages yesterday. I may try and do some reading tonight. And I have a book club for this on Saturday, so I really do hope that I can really come at people with all of my thoughts on why this is a bit of a letdown. But this does follow Oliver, and he lives on a farm that he gets these like robot things to help him. It's kind of cute. And this essentially is to do with like an extermination of the people who live there and essentially like a genocide. And that is something that is so crucially important to the world right now. And I was a little bit worried before I picked this up because I genuinely thought that this book was about like, because with Dungeon Crawler Call, it's a little bit like of a game-esque kind of world, and I thought like the whole Operation Bounce House, because that's the name of the extermination plan, I thought Operation Bounce House was going to be the main character along with some buds, and they're the ones who are doing the exterminating. I thought it was going to be sort of like in a bit of a game-like kind of thing, like maybe like a Call of Duty kind of thing. I thought that's the way it was going to go, but no, Oliver is the one who is like on the receiving end of that. And so I'm really glad because we are seeing it from that perspective, not from the eyes of the people doing the exterminating. So a lot of worries has been squashed. But I love what this is saying about the devastation and the travesty and the absolutely disgusting subhuman thing to do of like exterminating all of these people without just cause. And it also, I think, exposes some of the awful and like unjust like demands and stuff. And you know, the people who are trying to exact this extermination, how they have like these unrealistic demands. And when the people who they are trying to exterminate don't meet those demands, this quote here, Earth wants to evict us. A character says they want us on record being defiant. And if they make the world believe that the people they're exterminating are violent or that they are not complying with things, then they think that they can get away with it. So that's what it's feeling like. That's what it's feeling like. It's exposing that the Apex Corporation and this whole Operation Bounce House is like, oh, you know, if people are compliant with our demands, then no one will get hurt, no one will get killed. However, their demands are so unreasonable and they shouldn't even be made in the first place, you know what I mean? So I feel like this book is doing like a really good job at highlighting that so far, and I don't take issue with like how that's been depicted so far. You see people now having to fight for their lives who have never had to hold a gun before, and you have that sickening dread in your stomach as you're reading that, because you really are thinking this shouldn't be happening. They had to know it was impossible. They had to know that it was harvest and that we wouldn't comply, that we couldn't comply. They know they're not giving them enough time to like get out for one. They're not actually bothered about that. They do just want them to be subservient. Even what the Earthers, which is what like the Apex Corporation and what the like the more elite people are called, like the Earthers, they look down on like the people who live here, and you know, they're being called subhuman. It is scarily like real life. So I appreciate what it is trying to tackle, but I'm not connecting with characters the same way I did with like Dungeon Crawler Call. And I do find like, so the main character has a sister called Lulu, and I honestly, I love the fact that she is like kind of a cam girl and she makes so much money from it. And even, you know, the main character is saying, oh, men are so judgmental about it when they really shouldn't be. And like, she makes so much money and like, it really doesn't matter. But every single time that she is brought up, every single time her job occupation is brought up, there is still always a level of judgment. Even like when the main character is like, oh, like people shouldn't judge and stuff like that, we feel the main character judging at least slightly. And I don't know why every single time her job role is brought up, we have to keep circling back to the shame of it all. Even though I know they're trying to be like, oh, there's no shame there, but they're constantly bringing up the shame and the prejudice. And it's just like at this point in the story now, it's just a little bit weird. And there are like some like little iffy bits as well that I will probably delve more into with this book club that I'm doing. And while the themes and what it's doing are very important, the plot itself for me is not like my favorite, and I'm just not having the best time reading this, which is genuinely disappointing me so much, because I had really high hopes for this. Like Dungeon Crawler Call is a 5-star series, but this one is not. Outside of the themes and messages that it is portraying, outside of that, it's not doing anything for me. But yeah, I still have like 140 pages to go, so I will probably finish it tonight. It is currently nearly 7 p.m. I filmed an unhaul today, which I've already edited. And yes, so if you don't want to hear about my cats, please skip ahead. Me and my cats come as a package deal, so it's just what you get with my vlogs. I took Ash to the vets yesterday, and he has been rather nauseous, a little bit sick. He wasn't eating for a long, long time. He wasn't eating, and when he was eating, he was bringing it back up. And so obviously I was worried about him. Took him to the vets yesterday, and yeah, she checked him over. He's like pretty overall healthy. She gave him an anti-sickness like injection thing, and I've got like tablets I'm giving him once a day. And she did say, and I'm not going to get too worried about it, she did say he has a slight heart murmur. And oh, hello Tobu. I mean, I've got Tobu now getting in his little box, and Ash is lying on the little sofa there as well. But yeah, she said nothing too much to worry about right now because he's filled with adrenaline. He's obviously like a little bit stressed being in the vets, but he does have a slight heart murmur. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We are going to keep an eye on that. And as soon as we got home, Ash ate a full bowl of food. I couldn't stop him. He seems fine now. He seems pretty good now. Not 100% sure why that happened in the first place, but he was just feeling sick and he seems to be on the mend. And then I took Tobu today as well. I wanted to take Ash. I couldn't take them both together. I am just on my own. I had to reserve like an Uber pet to take me to the vets. So I had to like reserve one and then get one back. And honestly, it was kind of a bit of a nightmare, honestly, because you can't order an Uber pet twice in 1 hour. So I'd order it to get there to the vets. And then even if the appointment was done, I still couldn't order an Uber until like an hour after the first Uber. So I had to wait ages with Ash outside. And the same kind of happened with Tobu today. So yeah, I took Ash yesterday morning, took Tobu a few hours ago, just for a checkup. Tobu is absolutely healthy, nothing wrong with them whatsoever. They got their nails clipped as well, so they had a little bit of a pamper. But I feel like that has added to the stress since coming back from being away. That has also kind of weighed me down. I feel so much better now, knowing that the cats are like on the mend, because Tobu was a little bit sick last week. And he hasn't actually pooped in the last like 24 to 48 hours. No, it's been like 48 hours since Toby last pooped. And knowing my cats, they poop all the time. They poop like 2 times a day. Neither of them have pooped really. So it's just, I feel like they just need a, maybe it's me going away. Maybe that like unsettled them and then they just need their routine again kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know. The vet couldn't give me like a concrete answer or anything, which is fine. But yes, my boys are back home. I'm back home. Almost finished Operation Bounce House. And I filmed my first video since coming back as well with my unhaul. So I feel like we're slowly getting back on track. But oh, my mum and sister came today. They tried to put up a floating shelf because when I was away, my mum, she put up like a stand thing on my TV, and then she put the Titanic, my Lego Titanic there, except she like pretty much smashed the back of it by bringing it downstairs on her own. She should not have freaking touched it. I've kind of repaired it a little bit, but I now have it behind there. Like that's there now. And I don't want it to stay there. It would be actually great to put it on the floating shelf, but my sister and mum tried to put the floating shelf up today. They really cocked it up. Not their fault really, but like, it's just, it's not stable, like, at all. So my dad's actually coming. Like, I'm not a good handyman at all. My dad's actually going to be coming in a couple of days to hopefully fix it. Something to do with the bracket in the wall or whatever. I, at the minute, just have my one-piece Lego on the TV bit there as well. Slowly kind of coming along a little bit. I have Steph from Steph Loves coming this weekend. She's coming on Sunday. So it would be nice to kind of get some of these things sorted in like the living room, in the house, and continue just tidying up and making things look beautiful. Really sort that shelf out and put the Titanic on if I possibly can. It will fit on there. It's just not stable enough. It's just not stable at all. Relate. I was strongly going to try and resist downloading Pokemon Pokopia on the Switch too. But I do have to give a massive shout out to Ali from With Ali, who donated when she should not have donated $1 for this game. So Ali, I'm about to do it for you. At least that's my excuse anyway for getting this game. I want this game. I want to play it so badly. I've been watching lots of people play it. You've probably played it too. But I am in need of some coziness and some fun. So again, Ali, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, and I will get you back I will get you back, but thank you. I'm about to do it. Will not show any of my information, but we're gonna get Pokemon Pokopia.
I did my best to notice when the call came down the line, up to the platform of surrender. I was brought, but I was kind. And sometimes I get nervous when I see an open door. Close your eyes, clear your heart, cut the cord. Are we human, or are we dancer? My sign is vital, my hands are cold, and I'm on my knees looking for the answer. Are we human, or are we dancer?
I am so disappointed. As soon as I clicked record, my washing finished. Which means I'll have to go down and freaking take it out. I just clicked record. You know what? Leave it. If you had a little beeping in the background, pretend it's a car reversing, okay? But yeah, I'm so disappointed with this. I've just finished it and I'm giving it a 3-star. I was debating giving it like a 2.5, but I do think my expectations of it after, loving Dungeon Crawler Call so much really has impacted it, because I was expecting something a little more along the lines of that. And definitely some connections though, like definitely some like crossover when it comes to the tone of the story and sometimes the jokes, although I do think the jokes in this are just like way too much. There's just an overabundance of sexual jokes, phallic jokes, jokes to do with boobs, just like things that I'm just like, this is childish humor at this point. And I know Dungeon Crawler Call does it every now and then as well, but like, it's not as apparent, it's not as forceful as it is in this. And considering this one does have a pretty intense plot, it has something really like important to say about what's happening, about war and genocide. I feel like this does have like such a humane look at that and something to say about it. So like having these really silly like Rape My Rack and like 8-inch Ezra and having these really stupid things, I think just undermines some of the messages that this book wants to give. So I don't love it for that reason, but also I just feel like this was like really hard to hold my interest, not just because I am struggling a little bit with like regaining energy after traveling and things to do with like Ash and Tobu that's kind of like stressing me out and stuff like that. Obviously like my mind is maybe a little bit preoccupied, but I do have a book club for this on Saturday, so I did have to bring my all. I did do the immersion read of like the audiobook and the physical at the same time. Oh, but I will say as well, I do appreciate some of the Dungeon Crawler Call Easter eggs. There are like some references and things that as a fan was really fun to see. But outside of that, I didn't really feel like I connected with the characters. I don't think I loved the main character, to be honest. And I don't really see too much more beyond the plot. I think the The plot and the messaging was probably the best part about it. Everything else I just wasn't really a big fan of, unfortunately. So yeah, 3-star. He has been very clingy recently, which I don't blame him. I left you for a week. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. So we've just been hanging out, you know, so you'll probably see loads of him in this vlog, to be honest. So yeah, I'm doing my washing. I've got my pillowcases in there. I'm about to do my bedding. So I'll take the bedding off and I'll give that a wash, won't I? Yeah, will. Oh yeah, will. It did take a few hours to finish Operation Bounce House after getting quite a way through it on Tuesday. It's now Thursday morning or Thursday afternoon. Yeah. But last night playing Pokopia, I kind of just stopped playing when my controllers, like the, what are they called, like Joy-Cons or whatever, they started to run out. And by that point it was like midnight. And I was like, oh my god, is that the time really? I am having quite a lot of fun with it. I've mainly just been watering the entire freaking island as much as I possibly could, which can get a little bit repetitive, but I love the vibes of it. I love seeing all the Pokemon. I love that they have different kind of abilities that I can learn and start to make the island look more like a home. So I'm kind of excited to go back to it. And I imagine Ash will probably follow me downstairs and play alongside me. In terms of reading, there's nothing I really want to read right now. I could look at Libro FM because I do have a few ALCs that I could probably get to, but I don't know if I want to listen to an audiobook and play Pokopia at the same time just yet, because I want to do some more challenges. I want to do some more like story-based stuff, and I kind of want to focus on that and just like enjoy myself today, honestly. I'm still really trying to get my energy levels back up. When will I get back to normal, Ash? When will I get back to normal? The cats have pooped as well, by the way. So I feel like they're getting back to normal too. It makes me worried about the next time I have to go away. Oh, he's just my little baby. No, you don't leave us. You don't leave us. Oh. 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 I love you though. Don't leave me. Oh. I'm gonna go. I think I might make myself a coffee as well. I want a really nice cozy coffee for Pokopia. And let's just have a gaming sesh day today, Ash. Let's do it. But where the hell is my magnet? Oh, I was sitting on it. It is now 11:30 p.m. and I've finally stopped playing. I definitely need to slow myself down. But I feel like my Pokopia kind of setting is coming along very nicely. Discovering lots of Pokemon, trying to fix the place up because it's a bit of a fixer-upper. It's got a couple of flaws, so just doing that. But like with it being 11:30 now, I do want to move around and maybe go to bed. I do have training in the morning, so otherwise I probably would just stay up even later. To be quite honest with you, no reading updates. I love that I've just approached. I have just approached. I got caught on the way here. And it's going down just as I'm approaching again. Oh, they knew I was back. Alan said, welcome back, Gavin, welcome back. 11:30 a.m. and this is my first coffee of the day. I've just come back from training and I still want to like shave and things, but I want to wait until maybe tomorrow so that I'm all fresh for Steph on Sunday. Like, I'm really excited to see her. Like, it's going to be so awesome. But in terms of like reading and stuff, I still haven't really read anything more than Operation Bounce House at the minute. My mind is preoccupied with Pokopia. However, I do always forget that I have ALCs on Libro FM. So I thought it would be fun actually to have a look at the audiobooks that I have on Libro and see if there's anything that I fancy that I would probably feel comfortable just listening to the audiobook for and not feel like I'm missing anything. And I do have some good ones. I mean, I'd like to read Coffin Moon. I don't know why that says 100%. Does this ever happen to you guys on an audiobook platform? Like, for some reason it says 100% on Coffin Moon. I haven't read it. I haven't even, like, it says that I've opened it, but it's in 100%. I'm just like, no, I haven't read it yet. I haven't read it yet. So Coffin Moon is a good option. Hell's Heart, I have the ARC copy of it as well. So I feel like I might want to read that one physically. It's a bit of a thicker book. You Should Be Nicer to My Mom could be pretty good by Vincent Tirado. That looks awesome. Weavingshaw could be good. I'll Be the Monster. I also have the physical copy of My Husband's Wife. The Village at the Edge of Noon. Can't really remember getting that one. This is the thing sometimes with getting ALCs, is that I'll download them because they sound awesome and then I'll not realize. I add these onto my spreadsheet, by the way, as well. So you know my book spreadsheet that I have where I can randomize the entire TBR and it can pick something for me. I do include ALCs, which is why I don't go crazy on them as well. Like, I do try and get the ones that seem like the best. Like, they seem like really cool. So let's have a look at the March Influencer ALCs. I already looked at this and I feel like I got all the ones that I wanted. I know like a lot of them are free. Like I could get these for free, but I still don't want to overwhelm my TBR because I do add them to my spreadsheet. And I don't want that TBR to just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So yes, I know it's free. Like say Children of Strife, it is free. I could get it and I have book number 1, audiobook. I think I got that years ago on like an Audible £3 sale or something. And I could just get it because it says get audiobook free, but I don't want to do that. Oh, that's cute. Sakura. Some of these I think have just been added because I don't remember seeing this one. Sakura. Touching tale of a broken family contending with the pain of the past to live in the present, helped by the unforgettable dog who becomes their lifeline. If anything happens to the pets, like this is the thing though, I can't think too much about animals and pets right now. Considering Ash and Toby have stressed me out, you know, just wanting to make sure that they were okay this past week. Yeah, there's nothing else really that I want to download. So I feel like maybe You Should Have Been Nicer to My Mom, a modern gothic horror. That sounds like it could be good. Patriarch of the wealthy Abreu family dies. He gives the family one last message in his will. One of you each is El Baka, the demon that I made a deal with. Get rid of them or you will be damned. Over the course of the night, scandal after scandal is revealed to the public about the family. Suddenly a tense few hours of surviving her family turns into a vicious night of recrimination, violence, accusations and murder. Sounds a little bit like Ready or Not as well, in a way. Yeah, that sounds great. Like, obviously I got the free ALC because it sounded good. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be the one then. And later as well, you know, my new friends who live in the area, one of them is away for work. I have been invited around this, so I'll be going around there later. Don't know what time, but in the meantime, let's do some You Should Have Been Nicer to My Mom and sustain my gamer era. Gavin plays it all. Have I even moved from this spot? It is debatable. There is a Gavin-sized dip in this sofa, to be honest. I mean, I do have, you know, these kind of lounge chair cushions to make this sofa more comfortable. And I feel like I'm going to have to keep putting these sofa topping things on top of one another because this is literally where I sit. Like, predominantly for the last good few days, this is where I've predominantly been sitting. So yeah, welcome back to this spot. I did finish You Should Have Been Nicer to My Mom, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. It definitely started off like with a lot more gothicness than the rest of the text. Like as soon as the actual will came into it, we did lose a little bit of that gothic flair. But honestly, in the first, like I want to say like hour of listening to the audiobook, it had some really great lines that I kind of just had to note. And not even just the atmosphere or anything, but like characters as well. Characters felt like they almost could have been a little bit Tim Burton-esque. Like I could imagine this being directed by Tim Burton in my head as I was listening. And the audiobook narrator did a great job. The audiobook narrator had like such a somber kind of voice. And it really helps to make the the text itself and the story itself feel very melancholic. And it was almost kind of relaxing in a way too. Just like the narrator's voice, it was just very relaxing. I could really feel myself relaxing to it. But yeah, character details as well felt rather gothic too. We had a character with a moon-shaped scar on the back of the ear. And things like that just made me feel the vibes. And there were weird, ominous things about like the main character regarding her family, and also just like random details about this house that she's now at. Because yeah, like they've kind of, after the will has been read and stuff, they're at this house and she's remembering things about the stairs, for instance. She talks about the stairs. I'll not say too much about anything like that. I'll not go into like plot spoilers or anything, but she mentions about being like scared of the stairs for some reason, and there's a specific reason that we're not privy to just yet. So there is like the mystery of it that keeps you kind of going. And obviously, like, not just that, but like, who's the demon? Like the will itself is crazy, and it does lead to, well, it's a little bit of a wild kind of idea, and I don't think the book really goes all the way in, because some of the things that are the most exciting things kind of happen off page. Like, we don't really get a chance to see some of the things unfold that would have been quite exciting to see. And because we are from the main character's point of view, there are details and things that we will definitely miss. And we do miss. There's a lot of telling. And I can be okay with that when, I feel like the audiobook narrator themselves adds that level to their voice where, okay, I didn't quite see that exciting part happen or that exciting moment, but the way the narrator is talking about it makes me kind of feel appreciative of the mystique behind it. Oh, and yeah, the house itself, it almost felt like a character too, and I love the way it's described as well. Again, adding to that gothicness, exposed wooden paneling, like wounds. The house itself was sick, infected. Just absolutely stunning examples of really great writing that, yeah, by the end, I wasn't expecting some of the reveals, to be honest, because, there's more things come out about the family members, and it's quite a wild, dysfunctional family, let me tell you. And it felt, obviously, my family is like nothing, I don't think there's a demon in my family, but I can't 100% confirm that, so I can't say for sure that there isn't. We all have, a family member that we could probably be like, hey, they definitely sold their soul to a devil. And I probably have a good handful. But yeah, just like kind of seeing how cousins interact and the skirting around family issues and family drama and the feelings of unresolved tension from the last time you've seen your family. And like, do you say anything? Do you keep something to yourself? A lot of it was very relatable, despite it kind of being a more outrageous kind of, plot line than I could ever attribute to my own family. You can still kind of see similarities to your own, probably. And I did, anyway. So yeah, it was a really good read. I'm giving it 4 stars. It was just what I needed, I think. It was just what I needed to really, like, get me back into the swing of things. Having a little bit of a hobby off. It was gaming versus reading. And you know what? They both came out winners. Because I was still absolutely loving my time playing Pokopia and listening to a book as well. I didn't play as much as I could have yesterday. I think I probably only played for, about 2 to 3 hours, because I did go to my friend's house, the one who lives nearby, and we're just like kind of starting to become friends. The guy who I've seen in the gym for like months and months and months, and we've become friends, and now I'm friends with his partner. And I went to meet up with his partner yesterday at his. We ordered in, we spoke for like 5.5 hours about like anything and everything, just getting to know one another and stuff. It was really nice. So yeah, the whole evening was wonderful, and it gave me a chance to separate myself from my current hobbies, which I need to pace myself with. I need to slow down with. I can't just, you know what I mean? I can, but like I can't. I do have to do things. And Steph is coming tomorrow as well, so I still have some housework to do, which I will do. But for now, it is 10 a.m. I have a book club at 8 p.m. tonight, so I've still got like 10 hours before my book club for Operation Bounce House. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit with my coffee. Ash keeps like coming up and down. I think he kind of wants to play a little bit, so I'll play with him for a bit. And we'll boot up Pokopia again. So yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little bit more human now. It is currently Saturday, and come Monday, it'll have been 2 weeks since I've come back. And I'm like, surely by this point I should be 100% better. And I do feel like being social has helped. I do feel like it's helped. I just need to get back into this routine and feel like 100%. And I just need more good reads. So actually, yeah, I'll boot up Pokopia. And I'm thinking, should we do another audiobook? Should we have another one? I think so. I had so many on Libro, and I'm kind of fancying that Weavingshaw book that I have the ALC for as well. At 2 times speed, it's a 7.5 hour audiobook. I feel like I could do that. So this is Weavingshaw by Heba Al-Wasity. It's another gothic story, but this one is more like, I think it has, yeah, it says slow burn fantasy romance. So I feel like I had like the atmospheric gothic kind of horror. I wouldn't have said You Should Have Been Nicer to My Mom was like that much horror, to be honest, but again, it's like different strokes for different folks, isn't it? So this one is more like fantasy romance, so I should be getting something a little bit different. Sometimes I'm not a big fan of like reading gothic books one after the other, because it can be a little bit much, and I burn myself out. But this one follows a young woman haunted by the ghost of her past and the saint of silence who promises her great desire in return for her darkest secret. And Lena is our main character. She has a secret. She can see the dead. So we have a bit of a ghost whisperer angle to this. And she must seek the saint to afford a remedy to help heal her brother who has fallen ill. In all paths lead to Weavingshaw, a cursed estate on the moors. Okay, that sounds really good, doesn't it, Ash? Doesn't it, Ash? That sounds really good. Ash is excited. So yeah, I'm gonna... Oh, where's my headphones? I don't have my headphones on me. I'm gonna have to wait here until Ash moves. So I can get my headphones and start listening to it. This is just typical everyday behaviour, isn't it? I realise I need something once you've gotten comfortable and I can't move. Well, I've got plenty of coffee left. If I'm sitting here for like 20 minutes doing nothing, at least I've got my coffee. I've got my coffee and my cat. Oh, he's so beautiful. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Also, don't worry about Tobu. He just absolutely loves sunbathing in my bedroom, lying in the sun all day, every day, while we even have any sunshine. Ah, it's his favourite place at the moment. Can I just quickly say that I love the fact that I've picked 2 books back to back that feature demons. It's almost like I am currently tackling my own demons while reading books with demons. Maybe that should be the theme of the vlog. Demons, demons, demons. Late night decaf with some Pokopia. This is about to be my whole personality, I swear to God. Steph Stickles is on her way. She will be here in about like 2 hours. And I have around about 2 hours left of Weavingshaw. And I'm wondering, will I make it? Will I make it? I probably could have had this finished by now. But yesterday I did end up going to a different gym with, one of the friends I've made in my area, because he goes to that one and his partner goes to the one that I go to. And I met his partner at my gym and, we've slowly become friends. But yeah, I went to his gym and it's one of those like chain gyms. And it was fine. It was fine. But like, I prefer my gym. My gym is independent. There's just like a wide array of people. I pretty much know most of the people who go there now as well. They're so down to earth. And there's a lot of people who are like my age or older. Whereas the gym I went to yesterday, there was a lot of young'uns. I felt way too out of my element, way too out of my depth. So yeah, I did that last night. And I also had the book club for Operation Bounce House. And that went really well. Lots of discussions, lots of things to say. And I was very happy that a lot of us had pretty much similar thoughts. And it was something that we could like really unpack, because it is a good one to talk about. There's a lot of great things that it does, but also a lot of things that, we kind of take issue with. So either way, yesterday it was good, jam-packed. And I didn't get to play Pokopia as much as I wanted to, I'm not gonna lie. And I tried to play some again this morning. I've played for like an hour. And now I'm like, okay, I really need to get the house sorted. But before that, I will talk a little bit about Weavingshaw so far. I have about 25% left of Weavingshaw, and I do like it again. So far I'm really liking Lena, the main character. She is someone I can get behind. I love her gift. Like, I love the fact that she can see the dead. And it really does lend in so well with the actual plot and what's going on. Now that with Weavingshaw and the way that there's a lot of creepy stuff happening. So like at the minute, where the point I'm at now in the story, she's at some crypts in the gothic vibe. I feel like I've just read so much gothic the last like couple of years, but like the gothic vibe is working really well for what the character can do and how that weaves into her story. I'm glad that she is still following the path that she set herself on at the start of the book. There's been lots of distractions for her and lots of things to learn and discover. And actually, I'm surprised about the fact that, because it wasn't mentioned in the summary or anything, so I won't talk too much about it, but like there is a more of a, like a rebellion in the background. There's like more like of a political kind of angle to this story. And yeah, reading it has been incredibly interesting to see like how that affects our main character, what that means for her in her past and what led her to get to where she is now. St. Silas as well is very intriguing. I'm quite liking the slow burn romance angle of it. I mean, the romance is not what I'm reading it for, to be honest. I know it's fantasy romance, so it's going to be part of it regardless, but it's like not really what I'm reading it for. Like, I'm kind of sucked in by the plot. I kind of want to know more about this world. I don't think I know too much about it. I don't know if the world building has been, maybe it's one of those things where if I was reading this physically, maybe I would get it better. So I will hold my hands up and say that. Maybe just doing the audiobook means that I'm probably missing some of the finer details in the world. But yeah, at the minute, I am just like really liking the plot. It's feeling a little bit more exciting. It's moving faster than the romance, that's for sure. And yeah, I feel like I need to stop talking because the more I talk, the less time I'm going to have to finish this, because watch me get like 10 minutes left and then Steph comes. So I'm going to crack back on with that. I don't really have too much to do in like the library rooms. Feel like the library rooms are pretty tidy. It's mainly the living room, the kitchen, the bathrooms, my bedroom that need more attention, and the hallways. I need to like do a little bit more hoovering. So like pretty much everything except the library rooms. And maybe these are the rooms that we'll spend the most time in, potentially. We do have some plans. We do have some plans for the next couple of days. But yeah, let me just double check. Yeah. Like, I feel like it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Well, I can't put my fresh bedding on now, can I? I'll have to wait until later. Hey.
Hey.
We've got special guest. This is Saturday Night Live. And we have Steph as a musical guest. Although it's Sunday. Steph did manage to make it. And I did also manage to finish my book literally just before you came. You know how you said you had like 2.5 hours to get here? I had like 2.5 hours left of my audiobook. So I ended up bumping Weavingshaw up to like 2.2 times speed. And I managed to finish just before Steph got here. Nice. And yeah, I really enjoyed. I'll give you a quick update on that, and then I'll tell you about my day. So I've already told you like so many things about what I thought about this fall, but yeah, I really actually think the ending convinced me to continue the series. I think because before that, I felt like I was fine just leaving it as a standalone. I was like, maybe 70-80% of the book, I was like, this is like really good. Like I'm really invested in the story, absolutely. But I probably could just take it or leave it. I don't think I would continue. But then we get to like the last couple of chapters, and yeah, there's a lot of development there where I would love to see where that takes us next. And especially Lena, the main character, because like I can't really, I don't want to say too much, but like there's big decisions to be made, and decisions that are like irreversible, that I'm just genuinely so intrigued to see if the author will stick with some of the things that they set out, because sometimes there is the possibility of going back on your word kind of thing, or like going back on maybe a certain plot point that felt like really brave to do at the time. But there's a part of me that's a little bit scared that maybe we won't go all the way, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it had a really good ending, a little bit more dramatic than I thought. And yeah, the romance ended up being pretty good. Still slow burn though, still very slow burn. So if you enjoy that, absolutely your kind of thing. I think you would enjoy that. Oh, was that a knock on the door?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the food? Okay, hang on. Hang on.
We got TGI Fridays for days.
That was so quick.
Oh my god, like, okay, so we've ordered food. That was way quick. Literally, I'm sure we only just ordered before Steph started your update, or maybe 10 minutes before that or
Yeah.
something. What in the world? That was so freaking quick. Okay, so I want to quickly wrap this up and then we're going to put the food down. We're watching Sid from Sid Bookworm at the minute as well. So we're going to continue that. But anyway, yeah, so it's good. 4 stars. Steph got here and we went to Morrison's. We got some bits and bobs. And Steph is also filming a vlog right now as well. So you will probably hear a lot of the same stuff. But that's fine. Still check it out, okay? Still check it out. Toby was just woken up. Oh, I showed Steph my library as well. I showed Steph my library and she really likes it.
I love it.
At least you better do.
So pretty.
It's so pretty. And yeah, so Steph's going to probably pick some books from my library to read while she's here. And we will do some other filming and stuff. Like I want to start some other vlogs as well while Steph is here too. So you will catch Steph in some more videos as well and the rest of this video as well. We're not saying goodbye yet. Anyway, I've smelled that food now and I'm really hungry. So I'm going to tuck into that. And yeah, thanks for coming along. Okay, bye. See you.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Make sure you like and subscribe. Now, I know what you mean about ending a clip. It's hard to end a clip sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to end a vlog update. Anyway. Bon appetit.
45%, so I'm chapter 22.
I am so blessed to have someone with a car take me to training today. So Steph's going to take me to personal training. So this will be the first time Steph's seen my gym. And you're just going to take a book and read?
Yes.
Which is flexing the mind. She's working the mind and I will hopefully be working my body, but I feel jazzed actually. I feel pumped. I had my strawberry mojito pre-workout drink. So that should give me some much needed energy. And then, we're going to be doing the cinema today. So very excited because we're going to go see Project Hail Mary at the Odeon.
So
and
excited.
Yeah, and Steph's going to see where I used to work as well. And the whole shopping centre angle and things in my area. So we're excited for that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a workout. And you're going to actually start reading.
I am, yeah, because we did not do that last time.
We had every intention of reading. I want to continue the Poet Empress. I want to continue that one because I started my 24-hour reading blog and I didn't finish it. I only got 50 pages in or something like that. So I want to continue that. And what did you pick again? Oh, How to Defeat a Demon King in 10 Easy Steps.
That one.
Steph was shopping my shelves and landed on that one.
Yeah.
So hopefully you can get through it the next couple of days.
Yeah.
If not, well...
The audiobook isn't that long though. You've
No.
got an hour. Is it an hour long session now?
Yeah, it'll be an hour, yeah.
So I should make a decent dent in that.
Yeah.
Your heart is beating hard. I know you'll leave me again. Starts acting crazy, but in the end you'll be sane. I see it in your eyes. The storm's coming again. You will break me slowly, but in the end we'll be friends. You will always be my ocean. I will lift you, wash away the weekend. Ocean. somewhere, and I'm still hanging around. You will always be my ocean. I will let you wash away the weekend. Ocean, jaded and I'm trying out. Ocean, I will let you wash away the weekend. Ocean, I'm jaded and I'm trying out. I'm trying out. I'm so jaded and I'm trying out. I'm so jaded. I think I'm trying out.
Guess what me and Steph have just filmed? I bet you can't. I bet you can't guess. But also, call us.
Call me.
Call me. Yeah, Steph bought this today. And I was like, we're going to matchy match.
Yep.
Got a matchy match.
Always.
Yeah. Oh, and I might as well update now as well. Project Hail Mary was amazing. It was so good.
Very good.
Fantastic film. Totally forgot so much about the book. So I'm going to have to reread the book. And then we went for all you can eat Chinese after, which was really nice. Yum yum. So now we're just going to probably just chill and read, to be honest.
Yeah.
Make some more of a dent in the Poet Empress, maybe.
Yeah, because I did do some reading this morning, but you haven't had the chance to do any yet.
No, not yet, no. Well, I'll wash this off and then maybe do some reading. So while Steph is currently showering, I thought I would tell you what the book is about that I'm attempting to read. I still haven't read a single thing since Steph got here, to be honest. Steph's read, but she only read when I was doing my training session yesterday. And honestly, we don't let each other read. We just haven't let each other read. But we definitely are going to read today because we do have reading sprints later today. So yeah, The Poet Empress by Shen. I started this my 24-hour, didn't get a chance to finish it. I'm 30 pages in. I thought I was 50, but I'm 30 pages in. What I'd read from this so far is that we had Yin, and she lived with her family, and the prince is looking for a concubine. And so a lot of like eligible ladies are brought to the palace to be the prince's concubine. And that's essentially all I'd pretty much read so far. And Yin had met some of the other girls, and that was it. Like, that's pretty much all I have. But there's also a kind of war between like the prince and his brother, as I think they're like fighting for the throne. It's like some kind of succession war, I think it was. And I was really liking the writing style so far. I found it like really accessible, and yeah, I can't really, I don't need to reread what I've read so far, because I do remember, you know, meeting Yin and her family and the whole situation with the prince and her, like the main character's desperation to help her family. I remember all of that pretty clearly. So I don't think I'm going to reread the first 30 pages, but I do hope I get a good chunk read today, and I'm sure we will. So me and Steph are about to leave to go to town, and I had no idea. This is why I can't say beyond my nose sometimes, but there's a place called Book Club Coffee and Kitchen in Newcastle that I had never heard of before. And we were about to order breakfast. Like, we were going to order breakfast in and then go to town. But we're actually going to make like a day of it. So we're going to go there first and then do a little bit of book shopping, have a little look around, you know, Waterstones, Forbidden Planet, and Traveling Man. But yeah, Book Club Coffee and Kitchen popped up, and I was like, let's go. Let's have breakfast there. If they still do breakfast by the time we get there, which I think they will. I think it might be on the second floor in the Newcastle Library. I think it's actually part of the library there, which I haven't been to in over 10 years when I used to go to uni in Newcastle. Also, this morning, me and Steph both watched Deja from Deja's Book World. She did a overconsumption discussion conversation on her YouTube channel. I will link that video down below. It was incredible. It was an incredible video. I want to like talk more about it and like all the points that Deja made, because it was just such a well-needed conversation, and something that I think Deja just hit the nail on the head, like every point. I was like, yeah. But I will link it down below if you want to check it out. It's a really good video. So yeah, I just had my morning coffee with Deja and Steph. And my cats are used to their Auntie Steph now, aren't you? You love Auntie Steph's nails. Although this little shitbag knocked over the kitchen table last night as I was sleeping down here. Knocked over the kitchen chair. Knocked over the kitchen chair and then knocked over the plant pot on the top of the kitchen cabinets as well. Being a little shit. Whereas Ash is just, vying for love and attention. Stunning cappuccino with oat milk. Yes, please.
So cute.
It's a good place, Steph. It's a good find. Oh, we've even got the sign behind us as well, book club.
Cute.
At the book club. Having a book club. Yeah. We should have a book club at the book club.
Ooh, we should have brought book with us.
Let's talk about the perfect poo. What did you think of it? Riveting. Riveting stuff.
Amazing.
Like, you do. Get it. Welcome to Waterstone, Steph. Waterstone's Newcastle, which does look more beautiful when it doesn't have signs up and it's getting repaired. You were reviewed. Let's do some damage, Steph. Let's do some damage. Oh, I love the fact that you picked that up first. My old college teacher wrote this. She was my college teacher, well, community college English teacher, Rebecca Phillipson.
That is so fun.
Right.
I love that for you.
Thanks. US cover, so much better. That's not a great cover. Steph, that's beautiful.
I kind of love it.
But would we enjoy it? Oh, Sid Bookworm, who we were watching, mentioned this book.
She did.
She bought this book, I'm pretty sure. She bought this book in her book haul. It did sound interesting. I may have a little look at it. Put it in your back pocket. Yeah. Put that in your back pocket, Steph, and walk out with it. This is going to be me and Steph soon. Isn't it?
Cat fight.
Yeah, I'm going to have a cat fight.
If I don't go on soon, absolutely.
Oh, Steph, I found you. This book's about you. The night hag.
Such a bitch.
I am. This is insane. Light novel version of a manga. It's just like it's real people on the cover there. That's interesting. This is a really interesting title for a danme. My husband and I are sipping a coffee. If anyone's read this one, let me know. Let me know if it's any good. Coffin for two.
Oh.
Yeah, love the titles. Love the titles so much. There's something wrong with the chief. I like everything, Steph. I just love everything. Oh, the new sci-fi fantasy hardbacks. Yes, please. Yes, please. Oh, this instantly stands out to me. Love a cover, H. Keep seeing that everywhere now. I may want it. Is this a quickie messy new? Let me know. Because apparently, yeah, they're doing your colour card books height-wise.
Oh, they're all Michael Joseph.
Are they?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some more in here. Oh. Yeah, they're all the traditionally published ones. So we can't tell the height difference with the ones that we've been getting. Ugh. Spoiled milk. That looks good. Oh yeah. Vial. Too big. Ooh. £3 off. Damaged by hand papers. £3 off. Which I wouldn't care about. Could be good.
I loved this.
Oh yeah.
I think you would really enjoy it.
I think I would enjoy it too. I'm like, do I get the broken binding edition of it? Which? An anthology. need this soon for the Literary Debut Club. It's definitely a different cover than what I've got. It's very tall. If anyone's read this, let me know. Sounds good. How time changes. 1 minute sunshine, the next rain. Welcome to the northeast of England. So this is the height difference with Dungeon Crawler Collar now. This is the regular normal editions that were published that I have. These are the new traditionally published ones now. So the height of them is just a little bit bigger. Not good. Not good. The cats were like, yeah, the cats were like playing as Steph is trying to do her update. The cats are fighting. The girlies were fighting.
The cats were fighting, and we're about to go and see what damage has been done.
It's my ribbon tail. It's my freaking ribbon tail.
Oh no. There was a small, tiny piece
almost
down at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, that almost came off as well. Oh no. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, the little cunts. Well, some damage was done today, we must say. I have come home with definitely a smaller stack than Steph's. And like Steph says in her vlog, check out Gavin's vlog if you want to see what Gavin got. And I will say vice versa. If you want to see Steph's, check it out. It's impressive. Fortunately, the cats have stopped fighting now as well. So otherwise, because I could hear my Lego tumbling down the stairs. Anyway, I did get a little bit. Obviously, I took you guys with me, so you saw some of the adventures. We did do Waterstones, Traveling Man, and Forbidden Planet. And that's about it. Like, nothing really much else there for us. And it started raining as well, so it's like... So, in Forbidden Planet, I got Hunter x Hunter Volume 7, because I need to continue on with that. Oh, this one I feel like I might have to censor a little bit, because there's like a penis on the cover. And I didn't realize because the price tag was covering it. But it is Beyond the Planet of the Vampires by Ulrich Bear or something. And there is like genuinely, like that's the bottom of the penis there where the red thing is. So if you want to see what this full cover looks like, you're going to have to probably Google it. But it's an interesting format because there's things like that page there. What? It's really weirdly formatted. Like the narrative seems to be a mixture of things, almost like poetry-esque as well in a way. So it's all good. And it says it's like a gay pulp horror novel of chance. So that got my attention. And yeah, it says the narrative erratically loses and regains consciousness during an apocalyptic space invasion of psychic vampires. But apparently it's also gay as well, so... And yeah, definitely the cover as well. I can't show you the cover. And I also got, and Steph got it too, but My Husband and I Sleep in a Coffin, Volume 1. This is Dan May. So I haven't heard anyone talk about this one. They keep bringing out new ones, and I hadn't heard of them. So I'm really excited to give this one a go. And also read the other ones I have on my shelves. I also got from Forbidden Planet, Statues by Junji Ito. This is the brand new Junji Ito short story collection, which I'm very excited to give a read. I'm like, should I do a video of this on my manga channel? Maybe. It was like really the only thing that I was looking for. To be honest, when I was out there, I was like, new Junji Ito. I want the new Witch Hat Atelier, but it doesn't look like that's on shop shelves yet. You know what? I don't think there was anything else I was really wanting. There was one that Sid mentioned for human use. I think it is Sarah Pierce. Couldn't find that anywhere. Never mind. But in Waterstones, I did get The Red Winter by Cameron Sullivan. And it has the Waterstones edges and it has a signature from the author. Yeah, this is just like a very bloody summer, I think. It's set in 1785. The terrible beast of Gavandon has returned, and the French countryside runs red in its wake. Sounds bloody. Sounds good. I recall to the hunt. There is a hunt. But I've heard good things about this one. I actually did do a click and collect for this at that Waterstones, and I just forgot to go and pick it up. But they still had 2 copies left, so that was very fortunate. But we do have only like 20 minutes or something until sprint, and I need to bring the Yeah, just over 20 minutes. So I need to bring my computer down. I'm going to be doing some sprints. So I'm actually going to do some reading, I think. I think we'll do some reading in this. So hopefully I have an update for the Poet Empress for you very, very soon. Thank you.
Adios.
Did that do it? Oh,
The one above.
hey. Oh. Mum and Dad and their son. Me and Steph have just ordered Wagamama. We were going to have something from the fridge, but when in Rome, as we say, as we Romans say. But I'm going to make us some Monster Mango slushies now as well. I mean, it's a little bit late for it, but like, we don't really have to go to bed that early. I mean, I've got training at 9. I do have training at 9, but we don't have to go to bed that early. You know what I mean? So it'll be nice. So yeah, Wagamama's on the way. Monster Mango slushies on the way. Reading sprints are going great. I've actually read 40 pages so far. Killing it, absolutely killing it. And yeah, just another chill night at Gav's. Tuesday, fun day, as they say.
Yeah. Treat yourself Tuesday.
Treat yourself Tuesday. Steph and I have been drinking the pink Moscato. We have finished our sprints and we actually did really well. I've actually got quite a reading update for you today. So I'm going to quickly finish my pink Moscato. Steph has been reading, she finished How to Defeat a Demon King in 10 Easy Steps, and she finished volume 6 of Killing Stalking. And she has some things to say about Killing Stalking, which I'm very excited to hear about because she'll be doing her update after mine. I have managed to make it to page 153 of The Poet Empress, and I am actually really loving this. I think it's so incredibly fascinating. The storyline with Wei being in this palace and her life is literally in danger at all angles. And bear in mind, she is like genuinely such a normal, regular girl. She's just fighting for her family. She just wants something better for her family. And just seeing the turns that she is taking, the character development that she is going through, the way that she kind of has to fight a little bit dirty as, you know, her life is in danger and can she show mercy or will that bite her in the ass and things like that. There's something happened that was so awful to Wei a little bit further in as well. I'll not say exactly what it is, but if you've read this before, you will know bamboo. I'm just going to say bamboo. Because yeah, that was really awful. That really broke my heart. Yeah, I love this declaration that the main character makes. She says, "I will not be like anyone in the Azalea house. I refuse to be made cruel." And I do love the fact that she is really trying to stick to her morals. And like whether or not she is still following that exact path is definitely waning a little bit, which I'm finding fascinating to read. And yeah, just the political intrigue of it. I love the fact that we do have this palace, you know, an empress is after her and wants to kill her and all this and the other. It's just like, she will not get a break. She is not safe anywhere. I'm just like very excited to see what is going to happen around the corner for her next. I love the fact that the main character is very quick thinking. There's been a lot of problem solving already so far, and just genuinely fascinated. I think this could end up being a really highly rated book. And when I finish this book as well, I'm not 100% sure if I'll finish it in this vlog. I really would love to finish it tomorrow, potentially. I haven't been playing much Pokopia today, so maybe I'll play some more tomorrow. Listen to the audiobook of this on Spotify and hopefully have another win. But when I finish this one, it will be a 26 books to read in 2026 unlock. So this book itself specifically is not a 26 books to read in 2026. However, I need to read a book that I've gotten from Illumicrate. Now, who the fuck did that? Was that Ash or Tobu? Oh, neither of them.
No, it was one of them. I just can't tell because all I can see is a black tail.
Oh, fair. Right, which one was it? It's just causing, honestly, Ash.
It was fucking one of yours.
It was fucking one. It's disgusting.
Ash.
Ash, honestly, both of those cats have been having my life today, which honestly is such a blessing. It is such a blessing considering this time last week I was so worried about both of them. They seem to be so full of life today. They're smashing my Lego. They're running around. They're even crying at each other because they've been playing a little bit too hard. You know what I mean? Oh, and Ash is like literally right behind Steph right now. Be careful of the pink Moscato, Ash. Be careful of the pink Moscato. Shitting during the live shows and everything. Oh, but I'm so happy. So happy that they've been, like, literally, they're back to normal, I think. I think they're, if not at least like 90% back to the way they were before I left. So yeah, I think they're doing fine. I think they're doing good. Anyway, I can't even remember what I was saying. 26 between 2026. I need to read an Illumicrate book because my 26 books to read in 2026 is mainly like quest based. So I have a book box quest that includes Fairy Loot, Illumicrate, and The Broken Binding. And so I need to read at least one book from each of those that I've gotten through the book subscription. Not one that I've just bought myself, but one through the subscription. And that will be a 26 books to read in 2026 unlock. So this will count for that. And that will be, I think, my 7th or 8th 26 books to read in 2026 achieved. And it's only March. You know what I mean? It's like I am doing so well this year with that list. And I think by questifying and by gamifying my 26 books to read in 2026, how many times can I say that? Take a shot every time I say 26 books to read in 2026. Cheers. There we go. It was a little bit, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, that was so much better. Cheers. Ow. It clattered on my teeth. So yeah, it'll be great to unlock that as well in this vlog. Hopefully, fingers crossed, tomorrow I can get this finished because I have been reading this since February 19th. That's when I did my 24-hour readathon and it's nearly done. And I've been really enjoying it. It's been good. I actually don't know what we're doing now. It is only 11:15 p.m. I do have training at 9, but I'm usually still awake at this time anyway, so nothing new there. And yeah, I will catch you tomorrow for maybe the last day of the vlog. It is now time to say goodbye to the one and only Steph Stickles from Steph Loves. Cock.
It's going to stick now, though, isn't it?
I'll edit that a bit out. We're going to say goodbye to my love Steph now, unfortunately. Did you enjoy yourself?
I did.
No. No.
Yes.
Yes. Just like the one with answers. When you say the next episode will take your traders, you'll understand.
It'll make sense.
It will all make sense. But you did enjoy yourself.
I did. I had a fantastic time. Thank you so much for having me.
And you got to see a little bit of Newcastle.
I did. It was so nice.
It can be. It really can be. A lot of the times. It just depends on what time you go, if there's a match on, because sometimes that can get really rowdy.
Yeah.
But no, I feel like we hit it at a good time and got to do some things. There's obviously way more that we would love to do. So you will come again.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'll come down yours.
Yes.
Yes, and I don't think this is going to be the end of the vlog because I still really want to finish the Port Empress. So we'll see what I end up doing today. I would like to edit this vlog, so I might end up doing that today. Because I've been missing editing, to be honest. I did so much of it as soon as I came back from my trip. And then I haven't really edited since, really. So it'll be nice to like do a little bit of that. I was at the gym this morning. That was really nice. But other than that, literally, today is just a day of sorrow, of goodbyes. And
Big sad.
yeah, but it'll not be the last time you see Steph on my channel. And again, remember, you can always check Steph out down below. I'll link the vlog when it goes up. I think mine's probably going to go up before yours.
Yes.
So yeah, I will link Steph's down below when she's uploaded it. But in the meantime, Steph, it was an honour and a privilege. Oh, I'll see you soon. I'll see you in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
6 weeks for the hen do. It's going to be a great time.
So excited. I'm equally excited and terrified, actually.
Yes, and everyone wish Steph safe travels home.
Thanks.
Steph has made it home safe and sound, and it is now 11:40 p.m. on Wednesday, and it's been such a lovely few days. And actually, I started this vlog last Monday. I believe it was last Monday, so I've been vlogging for the last 9 days. Hopefully, it's been okay. It has been such a weird, random week and a bit, but considering where I started versus now, and with my cats and just feeling social and feeling better after a trip away, I do feel like I'm ready to tackle everything all over again. And I really do think a visit from my love Steph has really helped with that. Obviously Ash and Tobu getting better has also helped with that, as well as finishing my 4th book in this. Yes, I finished the Port Empress. I only finished it like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, like 11:30 p.m. So I managed to do it. I was playing Pokopia. I've managed to discover 91 Pokemon. I am really cleaning the place up, completing most story quests and everything, and it's been so freaking good. So I guess I have Pokopia to thank as well for a little bit of improvement this week too, being able to tune out for a bit. And yeah, I finished this and I freaking loved it. I'm going to give it 4.5. It's not quite a 5 for me personally. There were some, I guess, like flashbacks and things that I didn't really fully love. I do feel like it slowed the pacing down quite a lot. But when it comes to those last 50 to 70 pages, quite a lot happens. Quite a lot of it is so freaking exciting. And I am so super proud of Wei and her decisions. And it really was such a terrifying situation for her. And I just absolutely love following her journey. I love seeing what she ended up doing, despite so many odds being against her. And some of her decisions definitely shocked me. And all for the better too, because I really do think it just made this such a really great, cool story to follow. I loved seeing the development of this empire. I love seeing how it affected the people around them, like not just the people at court or the people at the palace, but also the people on the ground, the actual people who make up this empire from the outside. Just a really exciting ending. And I don't think there is a sequel because I feel like this definitely wrapped up everything that it really needed to wrap up. But do correct me down below if this is planned to be a series. I do think I'm good with this. I do think I'm good with this book, and I really don't think it needs any more elaboration. We had a beginning, middle, end, and I feel like the entire thing was rather satisfying. So yeah, 4.5. So with the completion of an Illumicrate subscription book, it does mean that I get to unlock the silver trophy for my book box quest for 26 books in 2026. So pop that trophy for me, please. And with that, that is my 7th 26 books in 2026, so I only have 19 to go now. But with that said, I will be ending this really random ass vlog now. So thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, leave all the comments down below as well, let me know what you thought of the video. A massive thank you to my channel members for supporting my channel. If you join my channel membership, the link is down below. Also a huge thank you to my love Steph from Steph Loves for coming to mine and having a little bit of an adventure over the last few days as well. I really do appreciate you being here. So please do check out Steph down below. And yeah, hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye.